If you've ever called your Frenchie stubborn, you might be blaming the wrong one. Today, you'll discover why French Bulldogs aren't actually stubborn, what most owners accidentally do wrong, and 4 simple changes that can dramatically improve your dog's behavior. Welcome to this explainer. We're going to unpack that classic misconception about French Bulldog behavior and, honestly, totally flip the script on dog training. I am so excited to share this with you because once you see what is actually going on with your dog, it's going to change your entire relationship for the better. Part 1. The Stubborn Frenchie Myth. So let's look at those daily frustrations almost every Frenchie owner experiences at some point. You know the ones. They ignore your commands, they casually walk away when you're talking to them, they refuse to sit, or they just completely ignore you and won't come when called. When this happens day after day, it's super easy to assume the dog is just being difficult on purpose. We kind of project human traits onto them, right? We think, oh, he hears me, he's just choosing to ignore me because he's stubborn. But is that really what's happening? Part 2. The Science of Frenchie Behavior. Well, when they seem to be ignoring you, it's actually not defiance at all. It's biology. Science shows us exactly how dogs learn. And for Frenchies specifically, finding the right motivation is infinitely more effective than trying to force obedience. Let's be real, they just don't respond well to a drill sergeant mentality. Positive reinforcement means we're creating a system where the dog actively wants to perform the behavior, simply because the outcome is highly motivating and rewarding for them. And here's a massive piece of the puzzle. Because French Bulldogs are a brachycephalic or flat-faced breed, they actually process stress and physical exertion very differently than other dogs. Their breathing gets labored much quicker, and they can easily overheat or just get totally overwhelmed. This means that what looks like blatant stubbornness to you, like, them suddenly stopping on a walk and refusing to move another inch, is often just physical stress, environmental distraction, or pure confusion. They aren't saying no. They're saying, I can't right now, or I literally have no idea what you want. Now, before we get to the specific fixes for these behaviors, just a quick pro tip. All the specific tools we're about to cover, things like a training clicker, healthy training treats, a long training leash, and an interactive puzzle toy, are all linked in the description below for your convenience, so you can grab exactly what you need to put this science right into practice. Part 3. The 4 biggest owner mistakes. This breaks down our 4 biggest mistakes in one clear view. Every single issue here highlights a specific mistake we make, how the dog actually interprets it, and the exact tool required to fix it. Notice how these are all communication problems, not personality problems. Let's break these down one by one so you know exactly how to fix them. Okay, mistake number 1 is repeating commands. We have all done it, right? Sit, sit, sit. But when you do this, it actually teaches your dog that the command is totally optional or that they don't really have to respond immediately. They learn that the actual cue is you saying it 3 times, not once. So the solution? Stop repeating yourself. Say it once and use a dog training clicker. The clicker marks the exact correct behavior instantly. The second their bottom hits the floor, you click. It cuts right through the noise and tells them, yes, that exact movement is exactly what I wanted. Mistake number 2 is giving wrong or late rewards. In the dog training world, timing is absolutely everything. You have roughly 1 to 1.5 seconds, maybe 2 seconds max, to deliver the reward after the desired behavior. Think about it. If your dog sits and you take 5 seconds to dig around in your pocket for a treat, and in that time the dog has suddenly looked at a squirrel and stood back up, well, you just rewarded them for looking at a squirrel and standing up. You must deliver that healthy training treat instantly. Otherwise, you're just completely confusing the dog about what they're actually being praised for. Moving on to mistake number 3, assuming more training is always better. It's really not. Frenchies lose focus fast. They aren't border collies. They do not want to drill commands for an hour straight. Short, concentrated 5-minute sessions are vastly superior to those 30-minute slogs where you both just end up super frustrated. And crucially, don't just train in your quiet living room. Take those short 5-minute sessions outside. Utilizing a long training leash for distraction training and recall in open spaces teaches them to listen to you even when there are other really interesting things going on around them. And mistake number 4 is failing to provide mental stimulation. Physical exercise is great, absolutely, but mental exercise is just as important. A bored dog is often a destructive, seemingly disobedient dog. When they act out or ignore you, it's so easy to label them as stubborn when in reality, they really just need a job to do. Providing an interactive puzzle toy engages their brain, burns off that anxious energy, and leaves them satisfied and so much more willing to listen to you. Part 4. Building a stronger bond.
The absolute crucial point here is realizing your Frenchie isn't trying to frustrate you. They aren't plotting against you, they are desperately trying to understand you, and they're just reacting to the environment and the communication style you're providing. When you change how you communicate and eliminate their confusion by using precise timing, clear signals, and proper motivation, literally everything shifts. Training actually becomes easier for both of you. Your bond deepens because the frustration just melts away, and most importantly, your dog becomes significantly happier and more confident because they finally understand exactly what their favorite person in the world wants from them.
To make this shift happen, just remember your toolkit. You need a training clicker for precise communication, healthy training treats for immediate motivation, a long training leash for safe, real-world distraction training, and an interactive puzzle toy to keep their brilliant little minds stimulated. And don't forget, you can find links to all of these right down in the description below. If this explainer helped you understand your Frenchie just a little bit better, be sure to subscribe for more science-backed French Bulldog care. And I want to leave you with this question to really think about. How much better could your relationship be if you stopped blaming the dog, dropped the stubborn label entirely, and started communicating clearly? Try these 4 fixes this week and watch your dog transform. Thanks for joining me, and happy training.